Today, I'm going to share with you guys every single Pokemon item in my entire collection. Everything, every single thing, no matter what, no matter how much, no matter the size, I want to show you everything that I have. And you guys can be the judges on if my collection actually blows or not. We're going to do the slabs, we're going to do the cards, we're going to do the video games, we're going to do the clothing, we're going to do the shoes, we're going to do the figures. I've been collecting Pokemon stuff since 1999. I've gotten rid of a lot of cool things. I've acquired a lot of cool things, and I would just love to share with you guys basically my entire collection because I have a true passion in collecting, and this is going to be really, really fun for me. Just a couple disclaimers. Number one, this video is going to be set up to where all the cool stuff is put towards the end of the video, and all the crappier, lame stuff is at the beginning. So if you want to see some really cool and unique things, go to like halfway through the video. It's all good. I totally understand. And number two, I guess there is no number two. Let's just jump right into this. No more wasting time. All right, you guys, we're starting off strong. One thing every single card collector will have, without a doubt, is going to be bulk. But I do not love to have a ton of just miscellaneous bulk. I think it's just, it's hard to display. It's hard to put out there. So I have gotten rid of a lot of it. Most of the stuff, if it's in here, it's going to be a little bit lower quality. Like you can tell this Dratini has some water damage just because... I don't know why, actually. Probably because I spilt some milk on it when I was a kid or something. But these cards are kind of ones that I'm just kind of like, they're here. They're not really good enough condition to keep in a binder or whatever. But various different sets, various different things going on here, from just all kinds of old stuff to modern. I guess nowadays, like anything from even 2010 is like considered vintage, but it's all good. Here's some stuff I just have thrown into top loaders. I've got all kinds of random stuff like a Shadowless Charmeleon, Salamence. I don't even know what half of these sets are from. Obviously, Fossil. We got a first edition Shadowless Abra. So, I do have some pretty cool stuff in here, and these cards are very cool. I just haven't had time to figure out what to do with them. Delta Species was actually one of my favorite sets of all time. We've got the Dragon... what is it? Yeah, Dragon Frontiers, like little stamp down there. So I've actually got a lot of like kind of cool cards in here as well. But for the most part, this is just where I keep all my bulk stuff. And I accidentally just dropped all of them. I think some of these cards are really cool. This isn't even Pokemon. Like the Diamond and Pearl, Chimchar down there. We got all kinds of stuff. But these cards are just kind of fun. We've got a ton of just like vintage energies, and just like some other random things in here as well. Like stuff from the new modern sets, bunch of random stuff. So yeah, that's the bulk. Let's get this out of the way. Here is all of my binders and binders of cards. Here's the jumbo set. I actually wanted this for my own personal. It's got all the starters from their original first appearances. This was just really fun for me. I just really liked this one. So I had to get this set no matter what. That was just a personal one for sure. But yeah, I've got tons of just random binders of cards. This was when I collected all 151, just in the order they came out. Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree. Just the OG 151. I think some of them are kind of pieced out of here, but yeah, that was kind of interesting. I do have it in this like kind of vintage Charizard binder, which I think is really freaking dope. We've got the Evolutions binder. I was doing Evolutions. I was trying to keep Evolutions complete, the master set, until Evolutions all of a sudden became like the hardest thing to find. Like Evolutions cards just went MIA, and then I do have some of the Detective Pikachu stuff in here as well. I thought that was a fun set, very small, very cool. Tons more binders for real. This is the part of the video where if you see something that you are into, hit me up on Instagram. I don't have any problem sending you guys some Shadowless Tangulas or some Shadowless Weedles, and there's cards packed in cards in here, whatever it may be. If you guys want some of these, just let me know. Just hit me up. But we're going to run through these pretty quick so we can get to the fun stuff. This is sort of just more of the commons and the vintage commons from Wizards of the Coast, the first 3 sets, and with some random tops things thrown in here. So all of these are, near mint or mint, I would say, for sure. like probably except the ones I'm like stacking on top of each other. There's no hollows being stacked on each other, but it is awesome to just see these vintage cards again. It's always awesome to see vintage cards. You know, this is where I wrapped up all my childhood, and, you know, I think it's huge. All right, we got some Japanese. Once again, you know, just part of that set that I loved the Japanese stuff. I actually found a lot of Japanese in a collection that I bought about 2 years ago. I made a video on that, but, you know, one of my favorite cards right here, Dark Charmeleon. I'm actually going to give that to my buddy Goat Breakers pretty soon. But yeah, tons of cards, tons of Japanese. This is such a fun, honestly, looking at it now, this is really freaking sweet. But once again, you know, if you guys like any of these cards, hit me up. If any of these, you know, you can't find like this freaking Aipom, just hit me up, dude. I'd be more than happy to send it to one of my followers, somebody who would totally appreciate it. And I've got some other just like random ones that are in good condition, and I probably wanted to just keep in a pristine condition. This is actually my Shining Fates master set. It's not actually complete. I wanted to complete this one. I've just got a few more. Shining Fates was one of my favorite sets. Hidden Fates was probably my favorite set of all, modern set of all time. Skyla is definitely like my Pokemon waifu. Oh my gosh. But I still haven't collected this. American sets are crazy, dude. They've got so many shinies, so many cards, so many extra cards. It's like literally impossible to collect. But I did get a couple of the Zards in here. And then this one is more of my hollows from the vintage set that I've been able to keep. One of my favorites, you know, like Nidoking, Ninetales from base set, Nidoqueen from Jungle. Just absolutely awesome. These ones are the cards that were just, you know, the best Electabuzz, just not good enough to get graded. I think some of them might be good enough to get graded. Probably no 10s, but probably a lot of 8s and 9s, maybe a couple 10s. You know, we still got some of those Japanese cards that are just so nice looking, like the Fossil Kabutops in Japanese. Yeah, this is more of a fun little set. Steelix. It's kind of weird. I've kind of noticed over the last couple years that, you know, base set and the like Fossil and Jungle have kind of been overplayed, and people are really trying to go after some of these e-reader sets. It's kind of crazy to see, you know, what the price of even just Rocket Returns, Gym Heroes, people are like getting interested in those now, which I think is really cool. One of these vending machine cards, pretty cool. E-reader Alakazam, such a goofy little guy. But yeah, this binder is probably my one of my favorite binders. It's just got a bunch of really interesting cards, just a lot of cards that I've just kept for the last 20 plus years, which is crazy to think. You know, and my brother and I collected Pokemon, and it was a blast. A bunch of these little Topps cards, some more Japanese stuff, and yeah, that is kind of the end of the binder. You always know stuff gets real when you bust out the shoebox. The shoebox of mystery, man. The shoebox of utter mystery. So I've just got a couple random things in here, like this guy, you know, an Evolutions blister, some XY Flash Fire, once again, you know, they were all there. They were on the shelves, and then all of a sudden, these are worth a lot more money now. I wanted to be a Charizard collector. I think the stigma around Charizards, you know, so I've got all these blisters that have the Zard arts on them, has kind of just like gone down a little bit, which is fine. I just think it's kind of funny. And I just got some random packs in here as well. I opened up so many of these Charizards trying to get this Charizard. This is from the cereal pack. I think it's very cool. And then, you know, I've just got a couple of the Japanese Hidden Fates. I can't remember what the name was. But once again, like, this set absolutely blew up as well. I got a bunch more top loader cards in here as well. This was one that I found just inside of a collection I bought. The Perverted Grimer is one of my favorite band cards. I think I might have two of them in there. This is the Ditto. So a bunch of just random cards. These are a lot more modern things. Well, I guess that Yanma's not modern. But just some fun ones. This one is actually found also in a collection my buddy bought for like $20. I ended up giving him a Gengar for it, but very cool. And then we got all those cards we think we're going to grade someday. I've got, you know, Charizard. I just love this one. It's got the GameStop stamp on it. This was the first ever collaboration with GameStop. This is a card that you can only find in DVDs or VHS or something back in the day, but I would love to get this graded. I don't think PSA grades it, but it's still pretty cool. And then, yeah, just some other stuff like the Crystal Guardian. That's not even it. You know, some more Pokemon stuff, of course. Japanese. There's random junk in here. Deoxys. I actually picked this Deoxys up in Japan when I was there when I was pretty young. I can't remember how many years ago that was. I actually bought it in the airport. I was just running around and grabbed it. The Toys R Us Clefairy. Love it, man. So here's just some random cards that, you know, who knows? One day may get graded, may not. You never know. All right, time to move on to some fun stuff. Let's move on to the sealed collection. The sealed collection is actually a lot smaller because I don't really collect a lot of sealed stuff anymore. Some stuff I do, but not really much stuff anymore. First up is going to be the first set of Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates is probably my favorite modern set that has come out. I thought it was so awesome. All right, this one's pretty fun. This is actually the CoroCoro magazine. I had to get it because it comes with 3 Pokemon promo cards, and they are in collaboration with the CoroCoro magazine. A Neo Destiny dual blister with Celebi and Togetic on it. This is also, like, I just keep these in my little bulletproof container, but this is just a base set trio. All right, the last one in the sealed collection is just going to be a booster box of Evolutions. I ended up getting this booster box for $13 a few years ago. Pretty good return on investment, if you ask me. All right, let's get into the slabs, shall we? All 102 cards in a PSA 8. This is just an art set of Shining Legends. That's got a story of its own, which I won't share here. I do have the trio right here in PSA 8. This is a Blastoise, a Venusaur, and a Charizard. All 16 of the holos, you know, in PSA 8. So here is my first base set, 102 cards, you know, PSA 8s. This collection was something that I've wanted to do. I've chased around for a really long time, and it is one that I'm extremely proud of. This just took a long time to do. If you have ever collected an entire set before, you know, it is easier said than done, especially trying to do a PSA specific set. So we've got a 2020 Champions Path. This is the Elite Trainer Box promo Charizard. I graded at a 10. I wanted one of these in a 10 just because I like to keep that. And then I pulled this from Champions Path, got it in a 10, freaking miraculously. We've got the Darkness Ablaze, pulled this on my YouTube channel, came back a 10, miraculously. And then we've got the Shining Fates and also the other Champions Path Zards. Pulled both of these live on the YouTube channel and sent them in. All came back 10s. I honestly cannot believe it. So this is my little PSA 10 modern Charizard stack that I've got. Right here is probably the rarest Pokemon card that I own, and this is the Shadow Mewtwo from Pokken Tournament. Now, this card is actually a promo, and it is an actual amiibo that came out in the 2016 Shadow or Pokken Tournament game for the Wii U. I sent it in last year, came back a 10, and I think this is a pop 6 for PSA 10. Hard to grade, hard to find these days. This is probably the rarest card that I own. All right, here's sort of a kind of an obscure one. This is some of the pins, and most of these are ones that you can get. This one is one of the 25th anniversary one, is one of my favorites. You can go between Surfing Pikachu and Balloon Pikachu. I thought that one was awesome. Mew. But anyways, one of the ones I want to show you guys, there's actually two, is this one right here. And this is a Pokédex. It kind of opens up, and it's an interesting little pin. And then the other one is one that I got in Japan, which is this one right here. It was kind of in collaboration with a little ice cream shop, and I'm not sure. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if it's rare or not. It's an official Pokemon product, so I think it's very neat. And then while I'm on the Pokédex stuff, I thought I would just show you guys this. This is an original Pokédex. This is another one of those things that I've just kept for so long, and I just absolutely love this. I've got one of the Gold plates from Burger King. I've never gone and rebought any of these. This is one that I've just managed to keep this whole time. Well, I guess this is our segue into toys. Next up, you guys already freaking know my Mighty Beans collection. Now, I'm still working on collecting all of these. There are 50 in the Mighty Beans line. Or 60, I can't remember exactly. Some of these are pretty stuck. But I'm working on getting the rest of this line. It's kind of hard to find these. With that, I've also got an unopened Pokemon Advanced Mighty Beans package. This is one of the 5 bean packs. They came in 2 bean packs and 5 bean packs for the Pokemon Advanced release. I only have 1 of the 5 bean packs. I would love a couple of the 3 or the 2. I can't remember if they're 3 or 2, but I could just never find them. But this is one definitely of my favorite things. These don't come up for sale very often, so I'm very happy to have one. And just sort of random would be this guy right here. Just one of those little nano block super weird Charizards. All right, we're clipping through this. Let's get into some more weird stuff. This is a collaboration with the Japan Post Office, and this comes with a couple stamps, which you can see right here on the top. And I think the second I saw this, I thought it was one of the coolest things ever. It's got a couple other little like games and stuff. But the cool thing with the Japan Post Office box is that it comes with these 2 promos, which I think are some of the most beautiful promos ever. I did take them out, and they are on their way to PSA, actually. Here's just like a little necklace. I don't freaking know, dude. I used to wear this all the time, I think. Little dog tag. All right, let's do video games now. All right, we got Pokemon Silver version. Now, this is like a redone box, which I think is pretty awesome. Pokemon Emerald version. If you were like me as a little kid, you were horrible to your boxes. So also this is a replacement box. Probably one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time would be Pokemon Platinum. Such a great game. Definitely did not care for these like dungeon ones. I thought it was okay, but not really my favorite. Another great game, I thought. Pokemon Black and White was amazing. Obviously cannot beat Pokemon Soul Silver. This is in the original box. One of my favorite games of all time as well. This one was definitely a miss, but not horrible. Actually, I did not really like this one at all. Pokemon X and Y. See, I usually go for just like one of the games. Later on in life, I go for double games just to collect them. But back in the day when I was just playing them, I just picked the one I wanted, and Y was the one I wanted. Unlike this, where I do have the Steelbook for Sun and Moon. Also a pretty good game. The Let's Go Pikachu Pokeball edition. And I've also got Let's Go Eevee in here as well. Pokemon Sword. I didn't think this was a bad game. Pokemon Snap. The double pack of Diamond and Pearl. And of course, Legends Arceus. So that is it for the games. All right, you guys, while we're on the media side of things, I rescored this at Goodwill in 2010. Of course, man, had to get this. I also have the special edition version, which comes in this cool little case. Love this one. I literally only bought this because it came with those promo cards. And I've also got the first 3 volumes that Viz Media put out for the Adventures manga. And if you guys have not read these, I definitely encourage it. They are so good, and the illustrations are terrific. The rumors are true. I do only have one Pokemon Funko Pop, and it is the collaboration with Zavi, and it is the Flocked Pikachu. Up next is some cereal boxes with the collaboration that they did with General Mills. We've got the Trix. We've got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And these all came with the little 3-pack card pack thingy. Lucky Charms. And then this one was the actual Pokemon cereal that came out. It wasn't a collaboration, or it wasn't with Lucky Charms or anything, but this was just the actual Pokemon cereal. All right, we're getting a little bit weird now. We got some shoes. Let's go. I'm not exactly sure. This box got freaking beat up on the way over, which actually sucks. Pretty freaking sweet if you ask me. You got the Pokeball on the other side, and then like the little Akido, the same thing that was on the front there, but awesome shoe. And this one is my latest Pokemon collaboration for shoes with Clark's Original. I saw this and I absolutely had to get it. I think Clark's makes some amazing shoes, and these are no exception. These are absolutely beautiful. These have little embossed Pikachus all around them, with a little Pokeball embroidery down here. This is one of my favorite shoes. We've also got the 3 tags down here We've got the Clark's Original, the Pokemon, and then the Pokeball. And then you can either have black or the yellow laces. Now this is one collaboration I just had to get. It is absolutely beautiful. I've got 2 copies of Master Trainer. One of these is beat up pretty bad. This is one that we played so often. We played this every single day. The box got destroyed. And then here's one that is in a much more better condition box. Absolutely amazing. This is one that I freaking love. I love this game so much. If you have not played Master Trainer, I definitely encourage you to go and check it out. During the media, I did forget that I have the 25th anniversary album, and this features like a bunch of crazy people like Katy Perry, Lil Yachty, freaking Post Malone. So that is absolutely awesome that this was an actual thing. Clothes now. We've got the Levi's Pokemon collaboration. This is one that I wore to Orlando Collecticon, my very first one. The newest one, we've got the Billionaire Boys Club Pokemon collaboration. I did get the one with Mew and Mewtwo on it. I think it just has Mewtwo on it. Absolutely awesome. This shirt seriously kicks major butt, man. We do got the Katy Perry shirt. Since when are we ever going to see Katy Perry and Pikachu on the same official piece of merchandise? Absolutely awesome. Same with J Balvin. We've got Pokemon and J Balvin on the same shirts. I just don't think we're ever going to see anything like that again. And last but certainly not least, you guys, the very end to wrap it up. I probably could have picked something a lot cooler, but this is still pretty freaking sweet. It is the Adidas Pokemon collaboration, and it is absolutely awesome. I truly hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and thank you so much for dropping in. Everything in my Pokemon collection is only around because it's something that I truly enjoy. If I have one tip for any of you young collectors or anyone who's just getting into collecting or whatever it may be, whatever Pokemon or something different, I just encourage you guys to do one thing and one thing only above all else, and that is to collect what you want to collect. It doesn't matter who's got the most rare thing, who's got this and that. If you do have a holy grail that you're looking for, find a way and find means to trade and get that, but don't do fear of missing out. Don't collect things you don't want to collect. That is my only tip for you guys today. Thank you so much for just joining me, and I hope you guys had a good time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.